Hey, what's going on, beer tubers? It's Jeff here with your Half a Head beer reviews. It's been a while. I've been out on fall break, and I've been really busy with schoolwork, so I haven't been able to keep up. I didn't do it when I was at home because I don't really like to drink in my house because my mother's pretty against it, even if I'm 22. But it's whatever. So I picked up a couple beers while I was home. I stopped in at Total Wine, and I picked up a Smutty Nose Imperial Stout and a Pumpkin from Southern Tier. I know I already did a review of that one, but those ones I'm going to be they're the Imperial Stout at least is pretty widely available, but I figured I would age one. And then I heard from watching Chris on Beer Geek Nation that Pumpkin ages pretty well, so I wanted to pick one up for aging too. So I left one at my house, and then I picked up a couple other beers. Picked up Green Flash Brewing Double Stout. I had their West Coast IPA, and it was just amazing. So I figured I'd try another beer from them. And then this one, hope you guys don't make fun of me for this one, but I picked up a Shock Top Pumpkin Wheat. It was like $1.50 or something like that, so not really too bad. And I don't know, it looked kind of interesting. My friend told me that. It was really good. And can't really give her shit because I told her about a pumpkin beer. I told her about Pumpkin from Dogfish Head, and she went out and picked some up, and she tried it. She didn't really like it. It was too dark for her, but I figured I'd give that one a shot eventually. But then when I got back to Raleigh, I realized that I earlier in the fall I purchased a Living Social group, I guess Groupon coupon kind of a thing. And so it was $10 for $20 worth of groceries, and I just spent it all on beer. So I went there yesterday and I picked up some good stuff, and it came out to about $21, which isn't too bad. But I got the Lagunitas Bavarian style Doppelweizen. So it's like it is an ale because it's the Weizenbach, but it is, I guess, Doppel, so it's twice as strong, or stronger, I guess. So it's 9% alcohol, but it's limited release, and I heard good things about that one. Then also I picked up, this one's from Europe. It's Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout. This is a little bit more of a tame Imperial Stout at 7% alcohol, but it heard really good things about this one, so I wanted to try that one out. It comes in 550 milliliter bottle, so it's a little bit more than half a liter. And then I just picked up a couple singles. Like I just said earlier that I liked the West Coast IPA, so I picked up West Coast IPA from Green Flash. I think both of these were, I got them at two different stores, but I think they were $3 each, which is pretty good considering they're only available in 4-packs, and the 4-packs usually run like $12 or something like that. So not too bad. And then I've had an Atwater Vanilla Java Porter, and I haven't really heard anything about this brewery, but I want to try this, the Vanilla Porter. It's from Breckenridge Brewery in Colorado. They have some hilarious commercials. If you ever want to check them out on YouTube, I'll probably post a link below to one of their videos, but it's just hilarious. You guys have to check it out. And then I got a Third Coast Old Ale from Bell's, and I'll get to this one in a second because there's something else I want to explain. But then I picked up a Duvel. I've never had this one before. I mean, I've had a lot of Belgian ales, but I don't think I've had, I don't know, I guess quintessential one like this. Okay, so over the weekend I was having, I had a couple different beers, so getting into the old ale, I'll get that one last. But I had a Dragon's Milk from New Holland, and that was interesting. It smelled like whiskey, and it tasted like whiskey, but kind of tamed down. Like I don't understand where I'm getting the whiskey from because it wasn't bourbon barrel aged; it was like oak barrel aged. But moral of the story is that it was way too hot and alcoholic, and I just really didn't like it. Thankfully, it was on tap night, so it was only like $2.75 or something like that for like 12 ounces. So a lot cheaper than the $4.50 a bottle or the $7.50 a bomber. Then last night I had the Weizenbach from summer camp from Sierra Nevada, and that's just delicious. With a wheat beer before, I don't know, I've never really gotten the tropical fruit sense that I was getting from that one. That one was just insane. It was just insane. I was getting pineapple, bananas, all kinds of different stuff that I really haven't been getting in those ones before. But then also this weekend I had it was from Lagunitas, but it was their Wilco Tango Foxtrot, and that's like a 7.5% alcohol strong ale. And that was it was amazing. Like it was extremely balanced, and it was just delicious. It was hoppy, it was malty, it just had everything going for it. It looked good, had a nice creamy head. It was great. I definitely would give that one an A if I were to do a review of it. Hopefully I'll be able to do that if I can find it again, since it was only $5. I guess I should have said that about this one. That's what's so good about these ones. This was like $4.50 or something like that, which is just insane for a bomber of, especially a special release one like that. So I posted on Beer Advocate about like what makes a strong ale, because I noticed with some of the double IPAs that I've had that they're extremely, some of them they run a gamut. They run like from extremely malty and balanced to just overwhelmingly hoppy, and I like the balanced ones more. So with something like Arrogant Bastard or something like that, those are extremely hoppy, but they're really well balanced too. So what makes that a strong ale and not a double IPA like some of those other ones? And people were replying basically it's just up to the brewer. And so they said that, well, this is basically kind of how I think of it. It's like pale ale would be the like the first, I guess, in the stage of hoppiness, then IPA, then double IPA. And then for balance, they said that a lot of the time that the double IPAs aren't too balanced, and that extreme hoppiness, and then the barley wines and the Doppelbocks, extreme maltiness. But then with the strong ales, and they said with the old ales are where you're going to get the most balance. So I want to try an old ale, and I want to get Old Curmudgeon from Founders, but they didn't have any at the store, and it's like $4 a bottle or something ridiculous. So I found this one, the Third Coast Old Ale, for like $2.25. I think it might have been labeled wrong, because I've seen this for like $13 a 6-pack or something like that. So for $2.50 a bottle, they're losing money. Well, not losing money, but not making as much as they would. So it says, an ale for those who appreciate complexity and vintage character. Fill a snifter and enjoy it now, and commit some bottles to the cellar to test your patience. So I've never had an old ale. I've had an alt beer, which I guess technically stands for old ale, but it's a completely different style and nothing like this. 10.2% alcohol. I'm really excited about this one. So this video is running kind of long. I was originally going to make I originally was going to tack on a beer review, but I guess I'm just going to make it 2 different videos. But this is what's coming next, so hope you guys are excited. And we'll catch you guys next time, which will be in a couple minutes.